For all the infinite highs in video games, the endless kill counts to hoarding piles of loot, there are just as many lows that will test even the most dedicated gamer's patience. These are the biggest rage quit moments in video games. Following a cutscene, you're forced to partake in a chariot race on the King's Road leading up to a boss battle with the irritating Sword and Axe twins. If the cutscene and chariot race aren't enough to make you lose your shit, never fear, you'll get the joy of repeating the process, cutscene and all, if you die at any time. Did we mention you can't skip the cutscene even if it's your 100th playthrough? The S license is described as being a series of simple tests that must be completed in order to advance to superclass, which seems easy enough. That is, until you realize that the cars available to you have poor acceleration, can't reach decent top speeds, or handle like a boat being pushed onto land. To add to the misery, hitting any obstacle or going off track will immediately disqualify you. After being injected with the Valkyr against your will, you're dropped into a nightmarish hellscape, complete with all the guilt you can't handle. You're forced to navigate insanely dark and twisting hallways, while following a blood trail and attempting not to die, of course. Try keeping calm while a baby screams somewhere in the distance.
What up, Z? Nothing is up, Carl, apart from my blood pressure, and the imminent collapse of my hopes and dreams.
Helping out your friend Zero may have seemed like a good idea at the time, but soon after, you'll be subjected to his ongoing war with his archenemy, Berkeley. And while shooting tiny RC planes out of the sky might seem like a lot of fun, it quickly becomes incredibly tedious and straight up spirals out of control from there. Before you know it, you'll be cutting supply lines whilst piloting a frustrating RC Baron and controlling an RC Goblin helicopter to clear the way for Zero in his attempt to destroy Berkeley once and for all. So the Flood have infested your station. Not only must you fight your way through 3 battles that you can't skip, but the Flood have come back with a larger arsenal and one-hit melee kills. At the end of wave after wave of near impossible enemies, you're rewarded with the joy of battling the heretic leader and his lovely holograms for a total of 4 rounds. You've escaped from your cell, and you think you're in the clear. But as you enter the courtyard, the Asylum Demon drops down upon you. While you can escape through another door and avoid the demon altogether, seeing as how you're ill-equipped for your first boss battle, you're gonna have to face him sooner or later. Yes, you'll run into him again, and while you might be more suited for the battle the second time, you won't be able to reap the reward of the demon's great hammer. Now this is Podracing. In other words, welcome to your descent into madness. So you've piloted through the course, collected tokens, and you think you've won the race. Suddenly, you're on the 20th lap with no end in sight and the race is about to start again for the 21st time. Is there a glitch? Did you slip into one of the lesser known levels of hell? Fortunately, no. Utilize the speed boosts and keep an eye on the green icon on the last map. That's who you need to beat in order to escape Star Wars Groundhog Day Strikes Back, minus Bill Murray. If you've got a couple of hours to kill and you have the patience of a saint, you might want to try for the Mile High Club achievement on Veteran. Your goal is to fight through seemingly endless waves of enemies in 1 minute or less. There are no checkpoints, and to make matters worse, you must shoot the final enemy in the head. If you don't, you get the opportunity to do it all again because true veterans get headshots, and you can't argue with that logic. Which games have sent you into a blind rage? Let us know in the comments below, and as always, this has been Dash for Curse saying thanks for watching and enjoy the game.